Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be talking about a TikTok personality that just really irked me. I don't like to generalize, but I'm just gonna say out of the majority of pickup artists I've seen or read, both men and women, it's usually toxic, it's usually bullshit, and it usually targets a certain type of person in the sense of how many pickup artists have we seen say like, oh, if she has blue or pink hair, you know, she's damaged, or if they're tattooed, they're more likely to have STIs or STDs, which I already ranted about that one, so we're just gonna leave that there. But I came across quite the man, and since I'm just a stupid woman, hopefully I'll be able to understand the knowledge he's about to impart on us, but women be dumb, so I guess we'll see how much I can cap from this one unique Einstein. Before we get into that though, I did want to thank today's sponsor, which is Helix. Helix is a premium mattress in a box company that makes mattresses to fit your unique needs and preferences based on your body type and sleep style. Helix makes finding the right mattress for you easy. You take the Helix sleep quiz where you answer questions about size, sleep position, mattress firmness, and so on. The cool thing is that it takes into account the sleep needs of a potential partner sharing the bed with you. So I typically sleep on my side or on my stomach, and I prefer a firmer mattress. Soft ones make my back hurt. Jacob, luckily, is very similar in preference, though he sleeps on his back. The setup process of the mattress was so easy and convenient. Once you get it out of the box, it was just a question of cutting the plastic, and our Helix mattress did the rest. Our result was the Dusk Luxe mattress. We've both been sleeping so well, and it just fits us perfectly. My back also feels supported, which is important, as in the past I've often had back pain problems. The firmness of this mattress has been key in making sure I'm comfortable, but still sleep in positions that won't leave me with back pain through the night and in the morning. I really enjoy how supportive this mattress is without being too soft. You also get 2 free pillows with your mattress. I personally gravitate towards ones that are midway between soft and firm, and these suit me perfectly. They also match the mattress's firmness, so you're at your most comfortable. The cool thing is that with your Helix mattress, you get a 100-night sleep trial along with a 10-year warranty. It also delivers the mattress right to your door for free within the US. It can be nerve-wracking to buy something you haven't tried. The cool thing about Helix is that you get over 3 months to make sure that it's the right mattress for you. If it isn't, they'll pick it up and you'll get a full refund. Click on the link below for up to $200 off your Helix sleep mattress plus 2 free pillows. Basically, there was this TikTok that appeared on my Twitter. Now, I just want to clarify something because it might seem confusing. Since this person got attention, their TikTok has been banned because of the toxic messages this person was sending. So some of the TikToks will still be of him, but it'll be someone duetting. So if at the bottom you see a different name, it's still the same guy. It's just people reacting to him, but I'm only going to show you his part. Does that make sense? So this is the first one I saw that immediately set off so many red flags that I was like, holy shit, I can't believe someone would out themselves like this as a piece of shit on the internet so openly and so just brazenly.
What to do if you have a girl at your place and she says, no, I don't want to have sex? Cool, no problem. I respect your boundaries. But what you're going to do is you're going to pull out your phone, get up, and walk into another room. You're going to either call another girl or pretend you're talking to another girl. Then you're going to come back out and tell her, hey, listen, it was nice hanging out with you, but you got to go now. And then you let her mind race thinking, oh, this guy really just called another girl just now? I better either A, give him what he wants because he's going to kick me out of here and I might lose this guy, or B, she never want to have sex with you in the first place and you get rid of a time waster. You're welcome. It
was all going so well until he said the respect her boundaries, and then everything just went downhill. Like, the video could have very well stopped at, if you're meeting up with someone and they say they don't want to have sex, respect their boundaries. End of TikTok. We could have just said that, and we could have not just gone into this, like, incel-y, just scary vibe, frankly. First of all, I have to say there's one thing that I frankly despise, and I never really dated. I would, talk to people, but it's not like we'd meet up or hook up. It would just never get to that point because I'd find something wrong with them or they'd find something wrong with me, and that's fine. But it's like there were times back when I was talking to people, like a decade ago it feels like now, where as a woman, I don't know about how it is for men, I'm just gonna speak for myself as a woman, I could tell that sometimes when a guy would be like, oh hey, do you want to hang out, it was like not hang out. It was the implication was Netflix and chill, which I would not be down for. So I would just not hang out with the person. But the thing is, I find that so incredibly toxic because the thing is, if you are contacting someone, you expressly want to have sex with them. Like, it's almost like you only want to have sex with them. You don't even want to hang out. Why not be clear about that? Why not say that you want to hook up? And I know that might be an uncomfortable situation or an uncomfortable conversation to have, but I also think there's a difference between hanging out with someone and hoping something happens, which is fine because then at least you respect their boundaries because you're just hoping. It's a different thing to invite someone over with this clear and concise expectation, and if they don't meet that expectation, if they don't say yes to you, you're like, goodbye, indicating to me that you didn't want to hang out, you wanted to hook up. So it's like, why doesn't this guy just tell the girl that he's interested in hooking up? So then he wouldn't have to do all these like weird toxic mind games. Like, I don't understand. And it's also like, you clearly don't respect her boundaries, because if you respected her boundaries, you wouldn't just ask her to leave because she doesn't want to do the thing you want to do. And then on top of that, it's like, do you really want a woman to have sex with you because she feels pressured and because she feels like you won't ever call her back if she doesn't? Like, that's a horrible place to put anyone in, no matter your gender. Like, that is a horrible, toxic, and manipulative thing to do. And it's like, why would you make someone feel bad for not wanting to do something that they just don't want to do that isn't life or death? Like, it's insane to me. It genuinely boggles my mind that certain people really think that way and don't see how flawed and fucked up that is. That one already, as soon as I saw it, I was like, wow, we're looking at a piece of human garbage.
Hey, let's rain check or reschedule. You simply respond, hey, that's cool, but I'm not really a fan of flaky girls. With women, when they give you undesirable behavior, you need to punish it immediately so she knows it's not acceptable. Because if you take her back and take her on a date, after she did some BS like that, she's gonna think it's okay.
Okay, so the thing is, with this particular individual, what I think he does is that he takes a case and just sees it in black or white. For example, here, yes, someone might tell you, hey, can I reschedule? Something came up. But he's acting like people do that only to flake, like they don't actually have a valid reason, which the person very might well have. Now, if someone flakes on you consistently, you can stop talking to them, or you can have a conversation being like, hey, like, this hurts my feelings, why do you do this, whatever. But it doesn't have to turn into a psychological, I don't even know what to call it, like psychological manipulation or warfare, where you have to punish them. It's like, can't you have a conversation and be like, yo, it hurts my feelings that you flake, what's the deal? Or there's also the crazy possibility, I know, that this person is flaking for the first time or one of few times for valid reasons. It's just funny how immediately he demonizes women, really, because he's only talking about women here. He demonizes women, assuming the absolute worst. Like, in this case where she flaked, he's assuming she just, like, last minute was like, no, I don't feel like it, because she didn't respect him, when the reality is we have no other context. So her not coming could be like, she's ill, she feels depressed, something's wrong with a friend, a family member's ill. Like, there's a number of things that could have gone on that are valid reasons to flake. And I don't even count that as flaking, really, but let's just use his terminology. But his automatic assumption is that she's, like, trying to punish him or be a total bitch, and so, like, you need to punish her. This could all be avoided by this one really fun tool called communication. You can just talk about how you feel. That's, I think, also the other, like, weird undercurrent here, is that instead of actually telling her how he feels, he has to do it in, like, a passive-aggressive way of, like, instead of saying, hey, like, it hurt my feelings that you had to reschedule, like, what was the reason, or, whatever conversation you want to have. But instead it's like, I don't like flaky girls. And it's like, okay, so you're gonna just jump to a conclusion. And honestly, I'm very much willing to bet this guy is single, and he's gonna probably blame that on the fact that women are terrible, or that like women are all like the worst and that's why he's single. When the reality is, if he's single, and I hope he is, because any woman who puts up with that shit like that, oh, sounds horrible. But I bet that if he is single, he will blame it on anyone but himself and not his toxic behaviors, which most women, even in the comment section on Twitter, were like, this is why we avoid people like who act this way, people like you who treat women like they're objects, like they're children that need to be told how to act. Setting boundaries in a relationship is one thing, but to teach us or punish us for things, it's not going to end well. There's a reason that there's a saying that hell hath no fury like a woman scorned, because once you pull shit like this with a woman, it's, I'd pack your bags real quick, because her and the gang are gonna come up. The number of times where I've had a shitty experience like this and I tell my friends and I have to actually stop them from messaging the person being like, yo, this is fucked up. Women always find out. I'm just gonna say that. So let's do a last one, because I think we've all had enough of his wisdom.
Number one trait to be good with women in 2020 and beyond. You need to treat women as expendable commodities. Yeah, I said it.
I don't know if it went on for longer, but I don't even know what else could make this potentially worse. And I think the rest of the TikToks that we've seen do really emphasize the idea that women are objects, and you know, with objects you usually have less of an attachment to an object than a person, for most people anyway. And so the fact that we're objects makes us very easily disposable, very easily forgotten, dropped off, just completely disregarded, but also like mistreated, right? Because the way you treat an object is not the way you treat a person, ideally. I don't know where he's going with all of this, because you know, like some people might say that he's trolling, which if he is, like, for what? Like, do you want to have that type of reputation? Like, is the clout worth it of being known as essentially an incel slash woman hater? Because that's really kind of the category I'd lump him into. Like, is it worth to get attention for that? Because then, assuming he likes women, which I think he does because all of his content that I've seen is about dating women, women seeing this are going to run for the hills, because you are describing most women's nightmare. But the thing is, like, most men who are like this, and I'm not generalizing all men, I'm just saying the men who are like this guy, like incel-y type men, hide this toxicity and then it slowly comes out and takes a woman by surprise, as opposed to here, you're like, hey, no, like I'm a piece of shit straight up. So like, anyway, you guys can let me know what you think in the comments down below. Let me know what you think about his wisdom. Do we name him a second Einstein? Do we like Gandhi who? Let me know. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you to my patrons as always. Let's get